He's green, fuzzy, and cuddly as a cactus. The Grinch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
This is stop number one.
The outcast of Whoville, who's nasty as can be.
I must stop this whole thing.
He's about to pull every nasty trick he knows.
You're ugly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
Get caught up in the fun in Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
And yeah, the last few seconds of that promo just cuts off. Probably safe to assume that the Grinch stole it. I don't know, probably he was having a bad day, to excuse him going back to his nasty ways like what he did during most of the special. But yes, welcome everybody. Okay, we already have a full house over here. Just want to say welcome to Norbert, and Jason, and Joseph, and Starfy, and Wevy, and Zeneb, and Jojo. Yes. This is my holiday stream, and it's gonna be mainly focused on the Grinch, since this classic animated holiday special turned 55 years old yesterday. And for the occasion, I'm gonna be doing a little drawing. I've already worked on the sketch for it, and so now we're just gonna be finishing it up. Or rather, I'm gonna be finishing it up technically, but yeah. And I can already tell that some of you here are already. I can already tell that some of you are fans of this Chuck Jones masterpiece over here. About as much as I am. Yep. So this here is just a simple little headshot of the Grinch here, doing a big, well, basically a milder version of the big old smile that he gives in the special when he gets a wonderful, awful idea to stop Christmas from coming. It's not as exaggerated, but I don't know, I think it's a nice balance between big and exaggerated and not too creepy. Wait, hang on, just wanted to check the music I'm playing in the background, see if it's loud enough. Wait, let me just check the chat. Norbert has asked if I've ever seen Tune for Fox's the Tunes of Sousa series. No, I haven't. It's a series of videos, I assume, but... Oh, wait, just give me a moment here. Yeah, I just had to fix that. There were two versions of the chat showing, and I'm happy that I finally got the one built into Streamlabs to work, instead of just the one from YouTube. This looks much better. But going back to what you were saying, Norbert, no, I haven't seen Tunes of Seuss yet. I think, yeah, I definitely know who Tune for Thought is. He is a member of the cartoon community who gives his opinions, and I follow him on Twitter, and I might have been aware of his presence on YouTube, but that's probably just with the comments. I didn't know he had his own series of videos, but yeah, I should check it out. It does sound interesting. and Jason asks if I heard about the terrible digital destruction Warner Bros. Gave to the original 2001 DVD of The Grinch, and that The Grinch was mustard yellow. I can't recall if I have heard about what they did to the DVD of The Grinch like 20 years ago, but yeah, I know Warner Bros. When it came to restoring their classic cartoons, like Looney Tunes, especially with the first few volumes of the Golden Collection, I heard some complaints that the colors were oversaturated and probably even sort of what do you call it? Sort of smudged the animation frames a bit. It wasn't too much of a distraction for me, honestly. So, let me know, when did you first watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas? I know for me, I've probably been watching it regularly for approximately 15 years, the original Chuck Jones special, and I have seen at least a little bit of the live-action one from 2000, starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and it's not as appealing. And I know more recently, Illumination Entertainment did a Grinch movie, which White TV actually aired it just last night on the night of the Grinch's 55th anniversary. And tonight, or rather, yeah, this evening, CBC is gonna be airing the original special as well as the Jim Carrey movie. I don't know if I'll stick around for the live action one, but definitely gonna be rewatching the original classic. Yeah, so Tune for Thoughts is Tunes of Sue series, is a series of YouTube videos where he talks about the animated Canada Hat and Horton Hears a Who. Cool. And yeah, Horton Hears a Who, that's another nostalgic one. I remember Treehouse TV used to air it during the holiday season, the Chuck Jones special, and I don't know, if I were to rank the stuff that he directed, well, of course, the Looney Tunes shorts he did are number one, like, just group up most of them together in the number one spot, and then in second place would be The Grinch, and in third place, actually, I'm debating if this would be either Horton Hears a Who or The Bear That Wasn't, which was, a more obscure short that he directed for at MGM, based on a book written by fellow Warner Bros. Director Frank Taswood. But yeah, Horton Hears a Who, that was definitely a charming special, and I still find some time to rewatch it as well. And that was another movie that they made into Hollywood. And that was another book that they turned into a Hollywood movie starring Jim Carrey, just like how he played the Grinch, only this time it's animated and not live action because Dr. Seuss's widow put a stop to the live action adaptations of her late husband's books, as particularly after the failure of the live-action Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers as the titular feline. And good for her for doing that. Okay, let's just check the chat. Webby asks if the Grinch still airs on ABC. No, I don't think so. Recently, it began airing on NBC, and I think that's primarily because of the Illumination movie, which was released by Universal, and of course, Universal are the owners of NBC, so they have switched the rights to broadcast the original Grinch special from ABC to NBC. Although I don't know if it still airs on American TV at all, like that. It might. I mean, on broadcast TV, not like on cable networks. But no, for sure, like I mentioned, it's gonna be aired on CBC here in Canada in just a couple of hours. Hopefully I'll be able to catch it. Once I'm done here. Oh, sorry, just had to tone down the music that's playing. It's Joy to the World. It's basically somebody singing it. It's a royalty-free music compilation that I'm playing at the moment. Okay, I'm almost done cleaning up the Grinch here. I'll just take a break and check the chat. Let's see. Norbert says that his family owns a Christmas tape of that he used to watch every Christmas, and that it had Scrooge and the Rankin Bass Frosty the Snowman, as well as the sequel Frosty Returns, and Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's cool. Oh, it's okay, Norbert. Just ignore Starfy. But yeah, going back to your earlier comment, yes, the original Frosty Snowman special is pretty good, but Scrooge, to be honest, I don't know what you're referring to, if you're referring to Scrooge with a D at the end, which I think had Bill Murray in it, and also Frosty Returns. I remember watching it like a couple of times. It's not terribly memorable, but the most memorable things about it are like the production, like the things behind the scenes, like how it's directed by Bill Melendez, best known for the Peanuts shorts, and the music is done by Mark Mothersbaugh, who does the music for Rugrats. And speaking of which, I do have Rugrats Babies in Toyland playing in the background on a DVD. And also, Eric Casomiro, I think, is one of the producers of the special. And for those who don't know, he is one of the executives at Klasky Chupo, one of the producers and writers on several of their shows, and most notably as told by Ginger, since he's one of the developers of that show, alongside Kate Botillier. Sorry if I botched the pronunciation of her name, but yeah. And as for the other special you mentioned, Grandma got run over by reindeer. I can't remember if I've actually seen it for myself, aside from like reviews of it, but I am aware of how so bad it's good it is. And who could forget about that big whipped alligator moment? Grandma's gonna sue the pants off of Santa, that weird musical number. Okay, see you, Joseph. And Jason says, if you consider a combination of the three swords as an episode of a TV show, Chuck Jones's Duck Season Rabbit Season trilogy is one of the funniest 22 minutes in all of animation. Yes, definitely. The first one, Rabbit Fire, released in 1951, it's definitely the most memorable. But Rabbit Seasoning, I have just a teeny tiny bit more appreciation for how it's the type of humor that makes you think because of the whole pronoun trouble thing. You know, like what Daffy is saying. He doesn't have to suit you now. He doesn't have to suit me now. Well, I say he has to suit me now. And Duck Rabbit Duck is the least memorable, but definitely good. With Bugs holding up the different signs of different animal seasons, like Dirty Skunk Season. I'm a dirty skunk! What else? Oh yeah, Frosty Returns wasn't even about Christmas. Really, it was about the environmental messages. But honestly, I did not remember that. But interested that you point that out. And speaking of As Told by Ginger and Frosty the Snowman, I bet some of you do remember The Legend of Frosty the Snowman, which is a movie sequel to the Rankin Bass special, which has several Ginger cast and crew members behind it, including that show's creator Emily Kapnick doing the writing. And I don't know if some of you has heard, but she is making a new animated series for Disney Plus. It's a stop-motion, adult-oriented musical series. It'll be the first anime series she has created since Ginger, and naturally I am hyped for it. I'm gonna take a break from Ink and the Grinch and just go to work on Max, his dog. Oh. Oh, welcome Joe Sonic Boom. Thanks for the feedback with the drawing here. I'm not necessarily completed with clean it up. I'm sure there might be some gaps that I need to fill in, but I just felt like moving on to doing some essential inking with his pet dog Max. And going back to talking about the Grinch, if you guys are interested, you should definitely look up this documentary from I think 1994, hosted by the late great Phil Hartman, talking about how the special was made. It's a really good it's really good retrospective, and also does a good job of explaining the basics of how animation is made, specifically when it's animated at 2 frames per second. Phil Hartman did really a really good demonstration for those who are slightly more casual minded about how animation works. And a fun fact about that documentary I just mentioned, there is one of the people who was interviewed talking about how what's the original special meant to them is famous composer and one of Tim Burns' buddies, Danny Elfman. And the reason why I bring him up is because he actually ended up being the composer of the 2018 Grinch movie by Illumination. And I thought, that's interesting. You know, he grew up being a fan of the classic special, and then he ended up working on something that's, well, not an exact adaptation of that particular special, but sort of more of a direct adaptation of the book. I don't know. I think it's an adaptation of both, sort of. But yeah, it's nice that Danny Elfman actually did work on a Grinch production after years of being a fan of the original special. And on the topic of Danny Elfman, the 2018 Grinch movie was directed by the same guy whose studio was responsible for perhaps my favorite title sequence of any animated series, the one to Dilbert, which Danny Elfman composed the music for. Basically a shorter adaptation of his song from the Forbidden Zone. So that's really that's interesting trivia that I just had to bring up. Wait, I have to make sure I'm looking at my reference photo here. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up with Ink and Max, and then I'm gonna go back to the chat. Jeez. Sorry, it's just that Angelica is singing really off-key in the background on my TV. Like, ouch. Okay. Okay. Gotta take a little break here and just look at the chat. Okay. Norbert says that he hasn't seen Illuminations The Grinch yet, and he might check it out on Netflix. Yeah, of course it's not as great as the original Chuck Jones special, but it was pretty a serviceable adaptation nonetheless. Yeah, I look forward to your top 10 worst hit songs, worst hit songs of 2021 video. Yes, Jason mentions says Pie Guy Rules mentioned that the worst part of the show is whenever the Rugrats sing. Yeah, but the songs in the Rugrats movie and Rugrats Go Wild that they do sing, it's sort of catchy. Let's see, what else have I missed? Oh, and yes, Weffy, I did say Phil Hartman. He was the host of that Grinch behind the scenes documentary. And yeah, I agree with Jason, he was really funny in it. Oh, yeah, I am catching up with the comments right now, Norbert. Hey, Norbert says, maybe in the future I could draw the Grinch's dog with Prince Eric's dog from The Little Mermaid, who's also named Max. Maybe. And Levy says that one of his favorite things to watch around the holidays is Simpsons roasted on an open fire. Yes, one of the most important Christmas specials, if there ever was one. Of course, up there with The Grinch in importance, since it is the first aired episode of perhaps the most famous American cartoon on TV, and I am gonna rewatch it on Disney Plus. After rewatching some of the more recent specials from The Simpsons, including the one from season 23, which was almost gonna be the series finale because some pay disputes with the voice cast. The entire voice cast was close to quitting because Fox not giving them enough pay. Well, fortunately things were worked out, and the cast are still doing the voices as they normally do. Starfree asks if I seen Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog's Sonic's Christmas Blast. I haven't seen it aside from Fearless's review of it, but it does look decent. Although the only thing I really remember of it is Robotnik saying, "Ah, happiness is always more enjoyable when it's based on the misery," or something like that. It's almost as infamous as him saying, "Snooping as usual, I see." Classic 2008 YouTube poop humor. Okay, I've got to go back to cleaning up the Grinch here. Look for some gaps. So I said in the pinned comment that if I have enough time to, if I have enough time after coloring the Grinch, because I do plan on just making this be like a flat color, no shaded. Like if I have time, then I would do a suggestion from the comments, a random suggestion for a bonus doodle. But if not, then there might be a chance that I may do another stream right before Christmas, in which I choose just one suggestion from you guys for for a Christmas drawing to work on. It might be a post, and it most likely be something that I choose from the community tab, or maybe it could be something that you could leave in the chat right now. But otherwise, yep, it's just this mean green guy I'm focusing on. Oh, I'll just turn down the 12 Days of Christmas. Oh man, I do kind of like that song. And there are some funny versions of it. I remember the Muppets did one. I remember hearing it on the internet radio. And as if you've seen We Wish You We Wish You a Turtle Christmas. I'll admit I only see the reviews of it, but that Splinter does sing his own version of the 12 Days of Christmas, where he counts the different gifts that the turtles got him at the last minute. And they're mostly gifts that the turtles seem to have gone for themselves, rather than Splinter. And no, I haven't listened to Doraemon music Starfy, aside from the theme song, which I was listening to when I was working on the speed paint of Doraemon. As for your question, Norbert, yeah, maybe I could get to whatever drawing requests that you have in a future drawn drawing request live stream, which won't be for a while. It might be in maybe in a few months away. I'll do another drawing request stream. Do it up to 3 or 4 requests, but again, if I could, I will do like a second stream, another stream this month for Christmas. Just choosing one Christmas themed suggestion for a doodle to do. Okay, well, now just hang on a moment. I'm just gonna be scanning the drawing of the grids here, see if there's any gaps. But I assume that after I do this one check, when I start our current, oh, there's actually a gap that I missed. But I'm still checking nonetheless. So just bear with me. And yes, my store Smiley Comforts just dropped by to say, have a safe and happy holiday. Okay, so let's see if we're good with the clean it up. Let me just cover the grid here. Okay, so the gaps are closed there. And here. And yep, so as I'm covering the grids here, I want to hear from you what are some of the more recent Christmas specials that you've watched. And and I asked that mainly refer to the newest Christmas specials that have premiered. Like say for example, SpongeBob had a third Christmas special called SpongeBob's Road to Christmas, which I saw the premiere of on white TV last Sunday morning, and I did expect it to be good. And the one major spoiler that I heard about regarding the special was Patsy appears in cartoon form. He gets to meet his idol SpongeBob when SpongeBob, Patrick, and Plankton end up in California in cereal at a fake North Pole, not the real one that they planned on going to for SpongeBob to give his gift to Santa. So yeah, that was definitely a good one. It's not as great as Christmas Who or even It's a SpongeBob Christmas, but undeniably good nonetheless. Darn, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be using my eyedropper. But you know what SpongeBob should do? I'm sure some of you will agree with me on this idea, but they should really do a Christmas Carol, a SpongeBob Christmas Carol, and I've already had some ideas for who should play who. Well, most obviously, Mr. Krabs should be Scrooge, and SpongeBob should be a Bob Cratchit, and Jacob Marley, I think, should be played by Squidward, and Patrick should be the Ghost of Christmas Present, and probably, let me see, I think Sandy, yeah, she should be the Ghost of Christmas Past, and either Plankton or the Flying Dutchman should be the Ghost of Christmas Future. So let me know what you guys think, and again, tell me about the recent holiday specials you checked out. Oh, Kupo Crab X, what program I'm using? I'm using Krita. It's a free open source software. It's pretty good. A good substitute for hang on. It's a good substitute for Clip Studio Paint, but for some reason it's no longer able to update on my computer. But I mentioned that a long time ago, but again, that's a long story. So yeah, you should definitely check out Krita. It's once again, it's free to use and worth your time. I have been using it since October, and it has done some good for me. Okay, Jason says that he saw the newest Christmas episode from Amphibia, Froggy Widow Christmas, and that he was pleasantly surprised with how emotionally heavy it is, and that it's the most depressing Christmas episode since Arnold's Christmas. Oh yeah, once season 3 of Amphibia drops on Disney Plus in Canada, I should definitely check that out, but I don't know when exactly they are going to drop it. But yeah, I'll admit, I think I did kind of spoil myself while I was scrolling through my Twitter feed that, I don't know, I think something to do with Sasha I think her parents are divorced, and she she was taking out her frustration of of going through her parents' divorce, which is why she acted like such a toxic friend to Anne. Correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe don't, because I don't really want to be spoiled. I'll just say that I might have spoiled myself unintentionally while I was browsing through the cartoon community on Twitter regarding Amphibia's Christmas episode. And yes, Starfree, I have seen Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's okay. I'm mostly watching it because of how popular it is with the YouTube poop community. As I mentioned, Robotnik's famous line, "Snooping as usual, I see." And of course, there's also him yelling, "No!" at his headspin scratching flounder. And there's also Sonic's PSAs at the end, including the infamous one about being touched in a appropriate way. That's no good. Let's probably turn off my sketch layer for both of them, for both Grinch and Max. Okay, so Jason's lips are sealed regarding Amphibia spoilers. Oh, and no, Starfy, Doraemon is not my favorite TV show because I haven't watched an episode of it yet. Although I have watched Ninja Hattori from the same creator, and the English dub that I watched on Netflix, clearly they forgot that they're dubbing for a kids show because they just swear like it's okay, like they say the S word and so forth. Well, it's not that excessive and not too vulgar, but the most vulgar swear they use is the S word. I don't even know. Yep, so I'm making the Grinch and Max just a little flat cover illustration here to invoke that classic cell animated look, like as you see in the special here, or in the screenshot. Oh, welcome Dexter. Yeah, I again, I may have a little bit of time to do an extra doodle, but otherwise I am almost done coloring this drawing here, and yep, I'm finished with coloring the Grinch. Yep. So let's go over to Max. I think there are some little details I need to add, like where his fur is. Let me just look at the image here. Yeah, he has these little wrinkles on his forehead. he's the Grinch who stole Christmas, but then gave it back to the end. And one of the best, character development stories since Christmas Carol, with Scrooge going from mean to nice, and of course the same thing with the Grinch over here. Okay, I think I'm okay with Max, so I'm gonna start calling him. So, going back to what I was talking about with recent holiday specials, has any of you seen A Wild House Christmas? It's a movie-length Christmas special where that's entirely live action, just like that Fairly Odd Parents one starring Drake Bell. But it's been a while since I've seen that one. But with the Wild House one, I say it definitely works. Because the Wild House, even though it has its eccentricities and cartooniness, it is a more grounded show than the Fairly Odd Parents, so it could easily work in live action. In fact, I heard there was even a Disney Channel show called Stuck in the Middle, I think that's what it's called, which has a similar premise to the Wild House, but it came out like sometime earlier, or technically, or it came out both earlier than the Wild House and later, since the Wild House has been known as a thing since the pilot was released in 2013. But yeah, the Wild House Christmas was a solid story, and shows that it could work in live action, and the casting choices did look pretty authentic. Like the kid who played the live action version of Clyde really pulled off the look of the cartoon. And I do really like the live action actress for Rory. I think her name is Lexi something another. But yeah, she was fine. And also, one thing that both the live action Fairly Odd Parents movies and this live action Wild House movie share in common is that the dad is played on screen by their voice actor, like how Darren Norris played Timmy's dad in the live action Fairly Odd movies, and the voice of Win, and the guy who played Win Wild Sr. Played him on screen for his the live action role. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so Jason has seen Wild House Christmas, and yeah, it's not better than the first Christmas episode, 11 Wilds a Weepin', but it is charming. Although I'm trying to remember if they did have a second Christmas themed episode like in between the first one and this most recent special. I can't remember. Awesome. Okay, we're almost done here. So yeah, it seems like because I want to keep this about an hour long, I am gonna be considering possibly like writing up a community post for you guys we've suggested for a bonus Christmas doodle to do. And so I'm just gonna use this solid blue here. Oh no. Probably add a little texture shape. Let's see. Uh, Let me try this one. Yeah, yeah. It gives this gives the illusion of frost. Okay, let me let's see if I can change up the blending. Yeah, nope. Let me try this. Doesn't work that much different. How about overlay? Yeah. Or probably just leave it at normal, but just lower the opacity. Okay, just I'm gonna add like a stroke effect, and also a shadow, a very subtle like drop shadow on each of these character layers. Again, to make it resemble what animation cell. Basically because there's like these little gaps inside the current here. I probably saw like in the fill bucket tool increase the growth selection. That might be what I done. But yeah, but before I do add those finishing touches, let me just look back at the chat. Oh, Dexter says that he can hear people talking in the background. Oh, that could be either the Christmas songs playing in the background, or it could be the Christmas episode of Rocket Power that's playing. That's like the one episode of Rocket Power that I come close to liking. Otherwise, yeah, this is one of the weaker. It is the weakest of Klasky Chupo's Nicktoons. It's decent. It's not terrible or anything. And with this particular Christmas episode, it is pretty good. I don't know. I do kind of like the plot of the kids raising money to buy a gift for Otto and Reggie's dad. What's his name again? Raymundo. By walking dogs. Okay, so Weffy gave me a suggestion of an extra drawing to do, which is Homer in his Santa Claus outfit that he wore in Simpsons Roasted on Open Fire. I may consider it. well, technically I'm not watching Rocket Power. It's just play in the background, but as I'm working on this. But yeah, I do generally like that holiday special of theirs. Okay, now I'm just gonna be adding a little shadow here and here for the for Max. There we go. And now I'm gonna be adding a black stroke to each layer. And well, I need to increase the opacity and also not make it too thick. Let me see how this looks. Probably 2 pixels. How's that look? Hmm, let's see. It's pretty fine, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing to Max. Okay, so as I finish up, I'll probably bring up what do you plan on doing on this holiday season, like your favorite traditions that you plan on doing, like what you do like every year or so. And okay, Grinch and Max are looking pretty perfect. Probably let's add a little bit of snowflakes. Let's see how this brush works. His heart, his heart's, his heart's an empty hole. Yes, but again, it was able to grow 3 times the size it used to be. Okay, let me see where I can insert the last snowflake. How about right here? There we go. So yeah, I am done with Grinch and Max over here. I'm gonna be posting this up onto my social media and my community tab. And in my community tab, as I post this, uh, either in the same post as this or a separate one, I will leave it up to you guys. What should I draw as extra bonus Christmas themed or holiday themed doodle? Okay, Dexter says that the Grinch versus Jack Skeleton. Maybe I consider that. He also mentions Santa Claus has come to town. Um, are you referring to the 1970 special by Rankin Bass? I might do some fan art. I may do some fan art based on it. I may consider that. Not only did, oh, Jason says, not only did the Grinch's heart grow 3 sizes that day, but so did Joker's stomach after eating the Nicktoons candy. Yes, for those who don't know what Jason's referring to, he's referring to a bumper on Nickelodeon during 2002 during their Nickmas line of charming Christmas bumpers, which had Angelica in the role of the Grinch. That's definitely something worth checking out as well. Or Shaggy and Scooby with Jack Skeleton. Probably consider that too. It's okay, Dexter. You take care. Have a good, happy holiday. Oh wait, let me see if I can bring back the good-looking chat box. Um, and no, it's not showing up here, but I'll just bring up the YouTube one. Yeah, I may consider your suggestion worthy, but until then, thank you so much for enjoying this Christmas or holiday themed chill stream, celebrating 55 years of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and just chatting about uh, holiday specials in general. And hope you do take care of yourselves, and that in case I don't show up, show up live again until after Christmas, I just want to wish you live right now. Have a safe and happy holiday, and look forward to what else I have planned. And remember to like this stream if you enjoyed it, and to subscribe for more streams like this, and comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and take care.